Today we're going to talk about mixtapes, what they are, and their role in the music industry in 2017. Coming up. A mixtape is a homemade compilation of music. It is usually a mix of popular or top 40 music put together in a cohesive package. Mixtapes tend to have a lot of legal problems due to their nature. Mixtapes are usually a compilation of top 40 hits, which end up having a lot of legal issues because whoever owns the actual song owns that music, and the person making a mixtape is violating copyright laws by putting them together in their music without permission. I'm not going to dive into much detail about copyright laws because copyright laws are a very long, separate video all on their own that I'll probably make sometime in the near future. But long story short, when you make something, you own it. Like this YouTube video that you're watching right now, I own because I made it. But I can run into some problems if I use, I don't know, Taylor Swift's Shake It Off in the background of this video, or her music in general, because she owns that music. The same problem kind of happens with mixtapes because they are a compilation of already released music. They come with that legal issue of having people take it down because they don't own the music that they've made in this mixtape. Mixtapes were extremely popular in the 80s. This was back when people used to go listen to the radio and record the song, put them on cassettes, and that's how people usually got music. And then people would take those musics from the cassette and mix them together for their friends and family and sell them on the street corners or whatever. And it ended up causing a lot of legal issues, which is why mixtapes have pretty much fallen out of favor and you don't really hear about them anymore. So with all of those problems that mixtapes have had, can they possibly become popular again, especially in 2017? I believe they can. With the rise of platforms like YouTube and SoundCloud, mixtapes, mashups, covers, that kind of thing have become popular again and are back in the public consciousness. I see mixtapes as musical expression and a great way to discover new music. So what is the best way to incorporate mixtapes into the musical landscape of 2017? I believe that the best solution is to use indie or underground music, as well as to give credit where credit is due. I'm going to start with the latter because it's so much simpler to explain. But basically, you gotta give credit where credit is due. If someone made a song, you gotta acknowledge the fact that they made that song and they own that song. I know. This might seem very tedious and time-consuming and not even worth the effort. But you know which kinds of artists are gonna be most likely to allow you to use their music in a mixtape? Indie, underground, and up-and-coming artists. This is because it's mutually beneficial. You, as the person making the mixtape, get to make your mixtape as well as have cool music in it, and this indie, underground, or up-and-coming artist gets their music heard by a much wider audience than they probably already have. By not using top 40 music, your mixtape will have the added benefit of originality. You're gonna have a mixtape that doesn't have the same songs as everyone else because everyone's using the top 40 music. You're gonna be maybe mixing top 40 music with indie artists or up-and-coming artists, or you're gonna be using solely up-and-coming artists, and this will be music that most people have never heard before. So there you have it. What is a mixtape, a little bit of history, and how it can become relevant in 2017. It is a great way to not only promote yourself, but to promote the underground music industry as well as artists that people have never heard of before, and it helps broaden and widen the already amazing musical community that we have. Thanks for watching. Comment below and let me know what your favorite way is to discovering new music. And if you like what you saw, consider subscribing. I make lots of awesome videos about music education, covers, and you can follow my journey to creating my very own EP. See you next time. Bye!